having been here, as you say, 8 times, each year it's got a little bit bigger and a little bit better. I think the way in which I can see clients being matched to the event has also improved over time. So each year I can see the organizers think deeply about how to make it bigger and better each year, but not just because it must be bigger. It's all about matching the right suppliers with Chinese buyers that are looking to do transactions and deals. So each year I've seen it look even more professional. It's always been professional, but it gets a little bit better. And then the matching of buyers and suppliers is getting better and better. And so I think from that perspective, huge progress. And then also, if I look at the range of countries, the way in which they're organized, the way in which the halls are set up to really facilitate engagement and deal making has improved continuously. So I think if you take earlier this year, I think it was while we were at CIIE, China announced specifically for Africa it would be reducing all of the trade tariffs between Africa and China. And that in itself is a big step that supports the flow of quality products between Africa and China. Equally, China's been doing a lot of work, as I understand, with many other producers and producing nations to also review import tariffs, etc. So that makes a big difference in just demonstrating that China is open for trade. And if you look at the number of nations represented here at CIIE, it's a global nation, or it's a global event. All the nations are represented. So I think that, number one, through specific tariff-related measures, they're demonstrating that they're open for business and they want to trade. Number two, by continuing to invest and host events like CIIE, and this is a world-class event, again, they demonstrate that let us showcase who we are as China, but also we want to trade with the rest of the world as well. And that's the essence of the Import Expo, this is China trading, buying goods from the rest of the world as well. So I think those are two very simple elements that really illustrate very clearly China is open for business. So I think the prospects for the Chinese market are significant. If I take Africa, China as an example, last year and for the last few years, every single year Africa's trade with China has increased. I think last year the total trade between Africa and China was about $295 billion. It's the highest it's ever been. Africa is starting to produce better and better agricultural produce and high quality, sustainably sourced products. And the demand from China is growing. So if you just follow the trend over the last 5 years, it's been on an upward trajectory between Africa and China. I think that's going to certainly continue. At the same time, if I look at what's reflected here, all of the nations that are represented, all the global nations are here. And so I think that the trade with China looks bright. There is a lot of opportunity still for growth. The simple answer to your question is it's going to continue to grow. The 295 billion number, I can only foresee that between Africa and China, that is going to be over 300 billion next year. And equally, other nations are trading with China as well. So the prospects are bright.